So today I'm in Columbia, South Carolina, the South Carolina state capital here behind me. Yesterday I was in Raleigh, North Carolina. Neither one of these state capitals had I ever been in before. I'd been by them before, but they were both closed anytime that I had visited before. North Carolina, it's an older building, it's smaller. The legislature no longer meets there. They meet at a new building, the Legislative Hall, or whatever they call it, down the road. But the governor still has his offices there. The South Carolina legislature does meet here, however. In fact, they're in there talking right now. The last state capitol that I visited before yesterday was the Michigan state capitol. I got scolded for trying to take a picture in the Senate chamber. So this time I said, hey, is it okay to take a picture or shoot video in the House chamber? And they said, yeah, why wouldn't you be able to do that? Anyway, so got to visit the South Carolina state capitol here today. Got to go inside. Some really cool things. It doesn't have a rotunda like a lot of state capitals do. It's just this, you go in there and there's the dome, and underneath the dome it's just a great big hall, meeting area. And there's, of course, since they're in session, you've got legislators, senators, and representatives all standing around talking and hobnobbing and being lobbied and whatnot. So that was kind of neat to be in there while all that was going on. So the South Carolina state capitol, the other couple cool things about it, there's a statue of George Washington out front, and the bottom of the cane, his walking stick, is broken off. Now, according to the plaque underneath, when Sherman's troops came to Columbia, South Carolina, after their march to the sea, after they burned Atlanta, they came here. They wreaked havoc as well. South Carolina was the first state to secede from the Union. It's where Fort Sumter is, where the Civil War started. So they really went to town. Why they would have gone after a statue of George Washington, I'm not quite sure. But they did fire cannons at the State House here behind me. There's little bronze stars on the side of the building that mark where cannon fire actually had hit the building. So that's kind of cool. Again, I've been here before. The Liberty Bell for South Carolina is on the grounds here. It's on the other side of some office buildings here. So I've seen that before. One of the things that I have not done in South Carolina, though, is every state in the country following World War II got a railroad car. These were used from World War I on all the way through World War II to transport troops and horses. They were called 40 and 8s. And after the war, France decided to thank the United States by sending each state and the territory of Hawaii, which shared a car with the District of Columbia, and they were full of gifts, all kinds of knickknacks and stuff. Not every state still has their railroad car. A lot of them do. They're in all kinds of different locations. The South Carolina car is at a American Legion Hall not too far from here. So I'm gonna go check that out before I have to head back to Charlotte, North Carolina, and head for home.